Hello guys, it's Matt here with another Critter Clash game here. This one I will be recording live here between Trombone, Stilts, and Sniper. Pretty excited for this one. Steve is my boy, my sweet summer child, and I am rooting for him. But Sniper, one of the stronger players in the tournament, I believe he's ranked like at least top 10 in the rankings right now. I'm not exactly sure of his placing, but he is definitely a very strong player. Both players favoring red as their color, but Steve able to, well, be the host, so getting to it first. Wonder if this is the map that they're going to be playing on. Oh, it looks like they're just sorting that just now. That looks like Sniper's band's coming out there, I would assume. Looks like we might be going to face off. Now that's an interesting one. If I remember correctly, I remember during the World... Oh wait, but that was the ban. So it looks like... Soothing is left? Oh. Soothing Oases or Ring. Two polar opposite maps, so we will see. Oh, and Pier as well is available. A bit more standard, I think. Arpit with all the rules on lock. Even his army name is prepared specifically for the tournament. Well, you gotta love it. You gotta appreciate it. Looks like Sniper's in for Pier, and, well, Steve's already hovering it, so I can't imagine he's got too many arguments there. Oh. Looks like we've got some arguments, or are we going straight to Soothing? Are those bans? I can't tell if those are bans or picks. I think it's a striking system we're doing, so it looks like we'll be heading to Soothing for our game here. Giant map, especially for 1v1s. Lots of expansions, lots of chokes. I'm interested to see how this one plays out. See if there's any army swaps. Difficult to tell with Sniper because all his armies look the same in the game menu. A full stop followed by however many spaces he feels inclined to. Good luck, have fun, fellas. Excited to see how this goes. Steve rocking the Not Another Ape army. I don't know if I've seen this one in this tournament so far. But then again, you cannot see the army names within the replay files. Alright, finally hopping into it. Let's go. Now, for those of you who haven't seen Soothing Oases before, the biggest map in the pool, I'm fairly sure, with Red Beach not legal, a lot of them are quite small and pokey, but this one, it's got a lot going on. 2 islands either side, with plenty of coal and a geyser atop them, which we will see here.
This island would make for some nice beachfront property.
Here, 6 coal pals there. You also have a 6 coal pal main, which means that you just have a greater economy starting out, and looks like Steve's heading straight for the island. Minute 0. Sniper going for a bit more standard play. Steve not placing a lightning rod yet. That's okay. Oh, actually, he's waltzing on down to mid. Might go for the fence here, which can slow down any early aggression quite significantly, just with how the distances are on this map. As you can see, there's tons of coal in mid as well. And plenty of geysers. A couple easy defendable ones. The most easy defendable one, and then obviously the island ones, and this golden nugget in mid. So Steve walking all the way up. I don't know why you'd send a henchman this early if not to fence here. Maybe he's actually going for a proxy chamber, maybe a fence here. Be interesting to see, finally getting some rods down. A bit of an awkward placement there, but again, you don't usually see early rushes on this map. Just because it's so big, and they tend to hit later, which means that your opponent has a bit more time to respond. Yeah, he's going for the forward fence. That's actually huge. Sniper hasn't scouted this at all. He's not sent a scout. Again, scouting on this map can be a bit more difficult just with the distances because your henchman arrives a lot later, and often if you see something, it can be too late to do anything really about it. And Steve also looking for the southern island here, it looks like. Rallying hench out there and starting his level 2. I believe Sniper's already there. So Steve with full control of the midsection of the map, but if Sniper just pumps out a few ranged units, these fences won't hold for long. Not quite finishing off that last fence. Ah, there he goes. And there we go. Sniper also looking to head out to this island, but a trio of henchmen from Steve should be able to take on the world here. Also looking for the topside island. I imagine he'll just pull back from this one and take full control up here. Seeing this fence here now, probably not going to be too flustered about that. Some henchman war going on here. This poor henchman is getting beaten on and not even fighting back. That's a right shame for him, but Sniper already on the way to the top island. He is sitting pretty. Couple chambers going out, and Steve finally hitting his level 2. Advanced structures from Sniper and Steve actually right on sync with each other. They've actually got quite similar builds. Steve neglecting his own natural for less early income, but a better foothold on the map. A sound beam going down from Steve. But there's Weeble. Very powerful level 2 ranged unit. There you see Sniper claiming the generator on this island. Steve already upgrading his over here, taking the ones in their mains as well. But Sniper sitting on 3, a fully upgraded one here. Steve not looking to this one yet. Getting more henchmen to staff his expansions. And there we go. These sound beams have been putting in so much work for Steve. I think he's actually killed a couple Camibras, which is pretty huge. They are not cheap. Let's see, Sniper heading for 3, and Steve is actually ahead of him there. A few henchmen coming out from Sniper here. They will not be seen by Steve. He does not have... Steve mirroring it actually, but this lightning rod well placed from Sniper. We'll see any early attacks. It looks like Sniper's trying to put pressure on the expansion. Now he's looking to take his top generator here. Sniper not really mining over here, but having a fully staffed expo here. He is plenty happy and going for the gyro pad. These expos up here are only accessible via that gyrocopter. So we will see now that the Squirrel Octofrogs coming out from Sniper onto the island. 3 chambers. Gazelle Walrus. Ooh. That is a fat boy. I like it a lot. 320 health, a little less damage than a lot of traditional level 3s, but he has the bulk to back it up. Steve getting a real foothold in mid now, so losing this bottom expansion not going to do him too much harm. Only 5 henchmen mining here anyway, but he really needs to start taking control of this side as well, and even the one at his natural. No henchmen being produced just now, and the gyro already going up. Is he looking to expand up here, or maybe go for a cheeky little proxy chamber to catch Steve off guard? But here's the level 3 range from Steve. A few Gazelle Walruses making it into the main of Sniper, and they take a long time for sound beams to kill. Pumping more out, and there is Sniper pulling back to defend with the bulk of his army. But here's Gaz, and he is shredding. He's a big bulky boy, and he knows what he's about. The Pond Frogs coming across should be able to deal with these no problem. More henchmen coming out from Sniper. Steve falling a bit behind on his economy, not producing any henchmen. Few mining henchmen over here. Gotta worry about that. Sniper's taken this one, and had this one operational for goodness knows how long now. Gazelle Walrus is putting a dent in Sniper's army, but that's a lot of resources to sink. It looks like Steve is going for this generator in mid. Makes sense. Still has this one down south, but will be losing it shortly. Steve still not producing henchmen. Got a lot going on at the front though. That is a large force of horse frogs. Able to take out the two chambers here. These henchmen are just chilling. Let's see if more are being coming out. Yeah, there's the other henchman. Thank goodness, Steve. Your economy wasn't looking too hot there. But here we see Sniper with the two proxy chambers, as I said earlier. And also coming in from attack at the south. There's nothing at home to defend for Steve. 5 henchmen chilling in the water over here. Not sure what they're looking for. That's a big force from Sniper, and only a handful of units walking up from Steve. Maybe able to pick up a couple units here, yeah, but it looks like, yep, much faster. We'll be able to kite back from the ranged units. This Gazelle might pick off that trailing frog there, but he looks alright just now. And here we see the assault on the main by Sniper. These henchmen are still just chilling. Frenzying. Steve on the way to 4. You need to defend your home base though, Steve. You need some critters to come home and take care of you. There's the gyro from Steve. He has spotted these proxy chambers, but a few more units getting picked off in the front. I wonder if Sniper's heading for 4 as well. And yeah, he is. He is trailing a little behind Steve, but this attack doing so much damage. I mean, well, not yet. There's a few more units bunched up down here, and once they start rolling in, it's gonna start looking pretty rough. The Gazelle Walruses coming out to defend. There is Arpit lagging out. There we go, back on top of things. And there's another proxy chamber from Sniper. I think that is within vision of the generator. I'm not too certain of that. And the assault on the front, that is a huge force of frogs, and they are far bulkier than these horse frogs. Even with the little bit of extra damage, these guys should be able to power right through that. But there's Steve on level 4 now, but he's taking a lot of damage at the front and the rear. Sniper's economy has been strong this game, untouched on both islands, having this one set up here, and Steve never even taking his natural. And there's Sniper following up on his 4, the humpbacked Gazelle, chunky man, powering through these level 3s like there's no tomorrow. Looks like Steve's mid has fallen. Let's see if Sniper produces any level 4s. Still working with his level 3s just now, but they are high power units either way. And there's the front falling further, the production falling, and the expansions will not be soon to, well, will follow soon after. Few units built at home, but here's the proxy from Sniper. Just constant pressure with this gyro. With upgrades on these units as well, they are just so bulky. This generator was claimed by Steve some time ago, I'm not sure when. And here we see the Hippoporks. I'm not sure how Steve's level 4s will match up into that. These are bulky, but the piercing is going to do a lot for him. Coming in for a bit of harass with a handful of them, but you've got to worry about your main. There's a lot of units coming out from Sniper, and I don't know if Steve Trombone Stilts really has the economy to back it up. We've got some dinosaurs over here just kicking their way into this magic whale. Look at that. Looks like Steve's able to repel most of the force on this side, but it's building up over on the back. Losing this expansion, producing some more horse frogs over here. Gotta wonder, does he not have level 4 range? And Sniper hitting level 5. Looks like he's wanting to close this one out. Steve finally spawning this force in the back, actually catching them a little off guard, and with their bulk here, should take a little while to die, but I actually don't know how many they can actually take care of. These guys also have a little bit of meat on their bones. These gazelles are actually matching up pretty well into them. leaving this low health one alive briefly, but let's see what level 5 sniper is hacking. A gazelle, a blue whale, big, bad, sleek, beautiful. Check that out. It's funny that this is a size smaller, but it doesn't really look that way, does it? And these guys, just so much damage being dropped. Even these giant health bars should not last long into that. And the blue whale muskox, sperm whale muskox coming out. One of the biggest, baddest ranged units you can make. These guys can face tank armies before falling, and they dole out decent damage. And here we go, these pond frogs continuing to get more and more value up in mid. Sniper's army just continues to grow, attacking on all fronts right now. It's not looking great for Steve. Is he on his way to 5? No, there's very little way that he is going to compete with these extremely high power level 5s with his measly meat shields at 4. There we go, the mid expansion continuing to be pressured. The backside of Steve's base not looking too hot. A few sound beams going up, but if you just look at the minimap, there is so much blue. This expansion not long for this world. This water chamber getting bitten away at. And here come the forces into the main. This backside force getting repelled, but it's only really a distraction from everything else that's happening. Just the sheer volume of units. And that'll be it. Steve calling the GG. Sniper. Very dominant performance. Somewhat expected, but even so. Playing out the map perfectly, pretty much. All these angles of attack, keeping the pressure up on all sides. Steve with his final little fortification, just avoiding humiliation. These horse frogs continuing to be produced, and that's the game. If you just look at these numbers, it's only really a matter of time. Wow. Alright guys, if you enjoyed that game, please subscribe to the channel and support us on Patreon and join the Discord and hang out with us. It's great. See y'all later.